But okay, so the schools we'll be teaching from today is Bhagwan, so that's more known as like a Shaolin school, and so that's the 8 broad cages. The 8 broad cages is 8 movements or the 8 stretchers that helps like the base of like say your chi, your stomach, go to all 12 meridians of your body or your 12 organs. It's known as a form of medical Qigong. So medical Qigong being it's Qigong to help the health of your body, that's what it's for. It's not like Qigong for enlightenment, Qigong for studying, there's different forms. Right, so we're going to be doing Bhagwan. I like to say that's like this sun salutations, right? I teach that every class because it's just such a, it gets it done. That's what I like to say. It gets the job done, it's beautiful, it teaches you what you need to learn, and it's very simple. It can be done at all ages, all flexibility. And it's a nice way to make sure that you don't get running fire, right? So running fire is something, especially in the summertime, it's hot, we're more in a danger for that. I do use that word on purpose. I was practicing Qigong, and I would show everybody. I started to get a rash on my liver and on other things because it was running so hot, it was hot outside, that I was getting too young. Right, so I was like, okay, let me actually not practice right now in the summer. Some of these like higher level Qigong and just balance it out. So that's why
we have space.
it's like a Qigong. And then for people who don't know what Qi is, that's like the bioelectric like the bioelectric energy of your body. So the thing that makes your hand open and close, that makes you breathe, that makes your eyes blink, we're consciously working with this energy, thinking about the lights. If you want the lights to work a little better, you change it from copper to gold, right? Something that has a higher level of positivity. The way that we do that is through these movements that about have 5,000 years of study. Some of this stuff that I'm teaching is in this book right inside. Qigong, The Secret of Youth and Vitality by Damo. Damo was a Taoist sage that is confirmed to live over 200 years old. Confirmed, they have pictures of him. He was married 14 times because he was like 220 something. It's a whole thing you can read about in Chinese literature, but we're doing some of the practices that you taught. Bhagwan is one. Healing sounds is another one. Healing sounds, again, it's more from a Taoist, right? The healing sounds, we are going, this is the third one we're going today, we're going over the liver. The sound is like shoo, very similar to this. The sound is like shoo. Right, and we'll go through it. It's more of not the sound you're making, but the shape of your mouth, your intention, in your brain connecting to your liver, getting that anger, that stress out. The liver, think about like what activities do we do that stress the liver, right? Eating a lot of sugar and drinking, right? Why do we do that, right? We do that when we're stressed or when we're angry, right? That's where the energy is held. So what do we do to sedate it? Even if you have no idea this exists, we drink or we eat a lot of sugar. What? That puts stress on the liver. Right, or we take painkillers that have to be processed by the liver, right? So what we're doing today, the liver's a very emotional organ, so we're going to be a little lighter with this. We're just going to do about, that's why we're doing the movements today instead of like manually touching it. We're just going to do some movements to mentally get this energy out of the body in a place of confidence, right? There's 5 Tao healing sounds to go with the 5 major organs of the body, kind of going in order from what we did before. We had the lungs, which were sadness and grief, that turned into courage. And then we did, I don't remember, like, what did we do? Then we did the kidneys that hold on to anxiety, and that turns into stillness, right? And now we're going to do the liver. The liver is the stress, the anger, turning that to confidence. In 2 weeks, because I'll be in a Vipassana retreat next week, that's the stomach. That's where like worry is held, right? And that again turns into more of a peaceful state because worry is held in the stomach. Think about overeating. And the final one is the master organ, or the emperor, the heart, right? That's where like jealousy and envy is held up to, right? And then we're going to just turn that to love and compassion. But those 5 together go with the, say, 5 elements of the Chinese 5 element theory. But the main thing is about those 5 organs are the masters over everything else in your body. All the emotions, to be able to cleanse those negative emotions from the body. You learn from them and you use them, which is very beautiful. But after you're done with them, get them out of the body. Because once they're in there for too long, it leads to sickness, to disease. What is it? Dis-ease, right? Yes. If you're holding on to anger, right? If you're holding on to stress, what does it make it? It makes things harder because we're holding on to those things. And like my teacher says, he says, feng sha. You know, that means let go. That's just what enlightenment is, with all these other things, is learning how to let go. And so we're going to be working on that today. All right, yes, officially, I'm in the boat. So that's an extra mat you're sitting on, Eduardo. So if anyone wants to sit there, and then we can like configure and figure out everything else. go ahead and start standing, and then we'll end with sitting today. Yeah, and we have some more room out front. That's fine, and then I think Seth is the last one.
Hi. Good morning.
Even if someone wants to be right here, that's fine. You might need to be right here. We'll figure it out. Again, thank you everybody for being here today. And to let everyone kind of know the order of operations per se. We're going to start with like our Qigong or bone marrow Qigong. Again, this is like a Taoist type of practice. Again, why are we using our bone marrow? Why are we going to be hitting our chest and hitting our lower back, hitting our hips, right? If you think about it, there's the large pieces of bone in our body. The bones, the bone marrow, that's where white blood cells are produced, that's where stem cells are produced. If you think about a tree, how do you get a tree to produce more or to get the dead leaves off? You shake it up. Likewise, same thing with our bodies. We're going to shake it up a little bit. Because think about it, right? When you're taking medicine from a Western medicine sense, what does it do? It makes your body more able to fight the disease, right? But what are you doing to help your body produce more of the thing that gets the disease away? These practices, right? It's the East and West coming together, not one or the other, but how we bring those things together. We're going to start with the bone marrow Qigong. We'll move into Badwanjin. After Badwanjin, we'll move into the healing sounds, and then maybe probably do some laughing Qigong. I think that's like one of my favorite things of all time. And then probably some little interesting things here and there. But before we get started, everyone just kind of here and then stagger. We're not going to really be going side to side today, but it's more just making sure that you can see me. So Isabel, maybe move to the right. I can't see your face, so they can't see me. All right, and we're good to go with this. All right, beautiful. So we'll be doing chest, lower back, hips, 4 sets of 9, right? For this, it might sting a little bit. It's completely normal for chest. Make sure it's the sternum, not the breast here, but that bone right in the middle. We're going to do 4 sets of 9, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then rest. The hips are going to be 2. It's going to be alternating, right? Everybody ready? All right. Bend the knees a little bit. Hands here. Just a deep breath in the nose, out the mouth. Just cleansing in the nose. One more. And keep the knees bent, let the breath become normal. Open your eyes, hands and fists, or open, cup palms. Then as we do our king palms, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, rest. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, rest. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, rest. Lower back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A little stings. Yep. Rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Activate that Kundalini. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hips in the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On the bone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Third. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The fourth. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let the hands just come down in front. Do our reset. Inhale up to the chin. Hands come up to the chin. Palms facing up. Exhale. Palms facing down. Get your legs involved. Connecting your legs with the movement. So call this the reset. As you inhale and exhale, make sure the tongue is at the roof of your mouth behind your teeth. This completes the circuit of your 2 main meridians in your body. Think of meridians like the energetic highways. The positive ions, the masculine energy coming up your spine and the back. Negative ions, the negative energy going down the front, connecting in the mouth right behind the teeth. Switch is the tongue. You just chill there, it doesn't have to have any pressure. We'll do 3 more of these. Two. And 1. first one, reaching for the sky. If you know this, go with me. If not, watch and then follow along. First, we reach for the sky, come up. The palms are going up, not the fingers. Palms are sitting looking up towards the index fingers. Breathing normally, keeping your tongue at the roof of the mouth. It's also known as making space for the triple warmers. The triple warmers are what? The cavity, the bottom warmer, where that holds your intestines, your stomach, your liver. The middle warmer, the one that holds your lungs, your heart. The top one that holds your brain. Feel more space come into this. Reaching up into the sky, looking up, feeling these cavities open, feeling the blood flow increase. If you have the burp or belch, completely normal. It's just energetic release. It's okay. I took this class when Master Man checked she and he was like burping the whole time. It's like, oh, I'm just releasing the worry from my body. I'm like, hey, that's a nice way to put it. For real though. As we inhale, both hands are coming, facing each other. And as you slowly exhale, follow your gaze with your hands as they come down in front of you. Past your face, chin, your chest, belly. By the sides, we do a reset here. That was the first. Next one, drawing bow to shoot eagles. If you know this, follow along. If not, just watch and then follow. We inhale, we cross the hands. Exhale, widen the stance just a little bit. Arms are going to come up out to a T. I'm going to go to my left first. Take an inhale here. Exhale, my right hand comes over to my left. And then like you're pulling an arrow, pull that arrow back with that right hand. Push out with the left hand. Make like an L with the left hand, pushing through that wrist. When you push through the wrist, you're going to feel a tingling sensation in that index finger and in your thumb. That's where that large intestine meridian, that lung meridian in the thumb's at, right? The yin and the yang organs. Feeling this grief, this sadness leave the body, be replaced with courage. Feeling it in the lungs, right underneath the armpit. Another inhale here. Exhale, that left hand sweeps over to that right side. Opening the hand. And then just we switch naturally. One hand pulls back, the other one pushes forward. Over to the side. Pull that left hand back more to like right underneath your shoulder. Raising the elbow up to be about parallel. So that back elbow, that left elbow, raising it up. Yeah. Pushing out through the wrist. Tongue at the roof of the mouth. One more inhale here. Exhale, open that right hand, sweep it across the body. Both feet come, about shoulder width, hands come down to the sides. Inhale, we do our reset. Down. Next one, reaching for heaven and earth. One hand goes up, one hand goes down. One up, one down. So you can watch and follow along. Your gaze is important. Look up towards the hand on the top. Push down with the hand at the bottom. Push up with the hand on the top. This is what the stomach, which holds on to worry. Feeling that leave the body, come into like a nice peaceful stillness. As you inhale, kind of twist back towards the center. One hand comes down, palm facing down. One hand comes up, palm facing up. Keep the gaze on the top hand. As that bottom hand now becomes the top hand, follow that gaze with the top hand. Push up through the wrist, push down through the wrist. If your left hand happens to be up, it's whatever hand is opposite, it's okay. If the left hand is up, the stomach's on the left side. The spleen's on the left side that connects to the stomach. Breathe into the space, tongue at the roof of the mouth. you learn anything from this class, it's the tongue at the roof of the mouth while you're breathing. It will change your life, help you feel more balanced. Slowly come back to center. One hand comes down, one hand comes up. When that bottom hand meets the top hand, both hands, and just naturally come down by the waist. Then we do our reset. And this next one, while turning backwards, I'm going to teach a different variation today. So everyone, please watch this first. Just going to inhale, cross my hands. Exhale, opening. Biggest thing here, the gaze is important. That's why I say watch. As I'm inhaling, my hands are twisting and I'm looking over my shoulder. You're going to really feel something from your back here all the way down your wrist, all the way down here. Right? So when I'm saying we're inhaling, look back towards the left, twist the hands. And then you just breathe in the space. Open the palms, then we exhale, we come to the front. Make sure you're twisting the hands, the palms are facing down. Inhale, do this 2 times. Twist over, look over the right shoulder. Exhale, we come back towards the center. Inhale, think you're like opening with the hands twisting, looking over that left shoulder. Look with the chin, look with the eyes. Exhale back towards the center. Inhale, look over that right shoulder. Twist the wrist as far as your natural range of motion. Notice what this does. Exhale back towards the center. Feet come together, hands at the bottom. Inhale, up towards the chin. A reset, and then down. Next one here, big banner, turn side to side. If you've done this, please follow along. If not, watch this entirely. I'll go through it fast, and then I'll do it slow again. So I'm inhaling, I cross my arms, I open. It's like kind of warrior 1 type of stance. It's like warrior 1, this is warrior 1, right? The only difference is I'm going to be looking over my left shoulder, my hands at the bottom, and again, like if you've ever been to any Robert Busani's classes, very focused on the legs. I say exhale, chin's going to come down to your knee. You're going to sweep across, come up on the other side. Right? If the sweep across is an issue, you can simply just pivot. So make sure you're being mindful with the pivot. If this is not here today, let this be here today. Okay? We're going to start from the middle. Start with the reset. Inhale, we cross the arms. Exhale, widen the stance a little bit. Hands on the knees, big inhale. Exhale, twist towards the left. Make sure that back leg's straight, front leg's bent. Look over that left shoulder. Kind of like up diagonally. Instead of up, down, look up diagonally. Cue that tongue at the roof of the mouth. You should feel slight pull from behind your right ear down to your chest, to your shoulder. This helps excess heart energy, that envy, that jealousy be balanced out into peace, love, and compassion, especially impatience. I'm kind of rushing here today, so I really need this one. Oh, I gotta drive. No, hey, everything happens just on time. Deep inhale here. Exhale, do what you need to do to make it to the other side. Just be mindful of your feet. So you can come down, sweep across, or you can just pivot the feet wherever you're at today. Inhale, come up on the other side. Over that right shoulder. Think really active in the legs. If you're feeling a heat come up, this is Qi. If you've ever seen those people in the mountains that are like making snow melt and stuff, they just know how to rise their Qi and the heat comes up. It's very normal. You can even say it's warming your blood flow if you're looking for it from a Western sense. increasing the efficiency of blood flow. Blood and Qi go together. Or as they say, Qi and Qi. Exhale, chin comes down towards the knee. Ever so slightly, we make our way back towards the center. Do our reset. So this one, really make sure you're staggered. I was like, we're going to be bending forwards and bending backwards, right? So you're staggered so you don't hit your head on somebody, right? So literally inhaling, we're bending backwards. And then exhale, we're bending forwards. Except for when we bend forwards, slide the hands down the outsides of the legs. As you inhale, slide the hands up on the inside of the legs as you stand up. We're doing it again, hands behind the ribs. Inhale backwards. Exhale forwards. Slide the hands on the outside. This is for the kidneys. Kidneys are right underneath that. Just kind of squeeze, massage them, get this chi, this blood flowing. Inhale, hands come up as we reset. Exhale, hands come down. Next one, clenching fist, gazing. I'll say passionate. That's fun. I like that one. Inhale, we cross the arms. Exhale, widen the stance just a little bit. We're going to take our time with this one today, since we're inside. We can actually do this one. Not right, but really take our time today. Right, have the fists clenched right here. We're going to do right fist first. Big inhale. Exhale, that right fist is going to go out. Think very young. Flex your arm, flex your core. Look at your hand, like think passionate gaze at your fist. Open it up to a palm. Then very yin, soften. Bring it in. Keep the knees bent, feeling this build up. Now we're going to do the left side. Exhaling, very young. Flex the arm, feel the chi, the blood flow. Twist, open, very yin, soften. Bring it in. Punching out to the right side next. Look to your right side. Push out to your right. Flex the arm, flex the core. Make sure that core body's straight. Twist the wrist. Open the palm. Very soft yin. Bring it in. Look over to the left side. As we exhale, very passionate gaze, looking at the fist. Twist, very yin. Bring it in. Last one, gaze to the center. We punch out towards the sides, very passionate gaze. Twist the fist. Open, I know, right? Very in. Bring it in. This one helps elevate the chi in your body, helping you get a little bit more energy. You might feel it. Hands come down. We're going to do 3 resets after this. Feet come together. Inhale up to the chin. Then exhale down. Keep it. Tongue behind the teeth. Help balance it down. 2. Hey, I am a doctor. This is not medical advice. This is just the name of the movement. This next one is called bouncing 7 times to make disease specific. You're inhaling up on the toes. Think about coming up on the toes, pulling down with the hands. And as we exhale, the hands kind of float up. And then float down like some autumn leaves in the autumn breeze. All right, we got 6 more. Come up. Think of just naturally letting the momentum from the feet coming down counter the arms coming up. Just feeling that natural. And then that yin movement, just that response. Good. This helps us with our balance. Again, get into the kidneys later. Put that spot. Ground you is right when you're going on your toes. That dripping spring, kidney 1, the place you dig for gold. Right there, we got 2 more. Balance helps that cerebellum. That spot behind your brain to help you not just with your balance, but with how all your internal organs function. Coordinate with your nervous system. Do another reset here. And then down. We're going to do 12 big cycles with the hands. So it's exactly what it sounds like. We're inhaling, reaching up, and around. Look up at the hands. Exhale, we come down. Then whatever you're getting, you're harvesting it and bring it back down to earth. Helping ground you, helping balance yourself out. This will move into our healing sense. Third. Palms are facing up. Palms are facing down. The 4. The 5th. Seven. 8. 9. Remember tongue behind the teeth. 10. 2 more. You might feel something from this. If you don't, have compassion. The thing with Qigong, everyone can experience it. It's just the gong, the cultivation, the consistency, time. That's all it is. Those 12 circles that we're finished with, we're going to put hands right underneath where the liver is, right side. 1 hand right here, 2 hands right here. It's going to go up to the right, down to the left. Massaging the liver, connecting with it. Go ahead and close your eyes here. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Give yourself a smile. Think about the liver. It's like this kind of triangular, like maroonish color, looking to the left side of it, looking to the right side. A smile, be like, hey, how's it going? Smiling, giving love, compassion to the liver. You know, we've seen Dr. Emoto's work where, you know, if you say, I love you, you're kind, you're beautiful, to water, it crystallizes and it looks like snowflakes. Think about the water that makes up what the liver is like 85 or 90% water. Just looking at that, giving it the love, the compassion, the forgiveness, the stillness, the confidence that it needs. Just looking at this consciously, mindfully connecting with this space in our body. Literally using your eyes to look to the left, look to the right, with your eyes closed. Visualizing the inside of your body, the navel, the internal cultivation. Just going to pause here with the hands on the liver. Smiling here. This chi, this slight tingling you feel in your hands. Sitting it into this space. Feel the kind of compassion with a smile on your face. So with your eyes closed, and we'll open our eyes and go through the movements, but this one is shoo. So it's more like shoo. Thinking more of that. All right, open your eyes, our hands are going to come to the sides. This is going to be like look more like kind of a Tai Chi-ish, but it's still Qigong. Like we get the distinction later on. Basically, open your eyes, watch. Think liver is pushing, right? I'm going to be inhaling, coming up. Then I'm thinking, and when I'm thinking in my mind, I'm flexing the right side to think of putting that pressure on my liver, letting that black energy go into the earth. We'll do this together. I'm just describing. I'm coming up. And when I'm exhaling, and visualizing that darker energy going into the earth, I'm making the intention of flexing my right side to put that pressure from my core into my liver. One thing here, really want to have the stance a little wider, because you're thinking about it's kind of like this movement if you see people like swag surf before. I don't know if that's it. So it's that. Yeah, she's looking at me. She's like, I can't believe you just said that. But it's more thinking that movement where you're just putting the weight on that back leg, and then you're pushing forward. And the hands come down, nice transfer, and then we're pushing forward, right? And when you push, make sure the feet are grounded, not the palm up on the foot. Putting the feet completely grounded on the ground, step widen your stance just a little bit more to make yourself move around. Right, we're gonna do 6 on each side here, and then we're gonna kind of move into our laughing Qigong after. Biggest thing here is that visualization of this, whatever is kind of gonna stress you out, those type of things, visualizing it as the energy leaving your mouth, leaving your hands, going into the earth. Right, so the visualization, this connection, this belief that, oh yeah, I can consciously say I want this stress to go out my body to the earth, and that happens. Right, they like to say where the yi goes, chi flows, right? The yi is the mind and the concentration. Where your mind goes, the energy flows, right? So likewise, if you want the energy to go out, it will. Just when you put it to the earth, just make sure it knows it's safe. It doesn't. Right? For real though. All right. So we inhale, we're going to bring the hands up towards our chest. Just 3 resets here. Transfer some, and we're going to push out to the left first. We're going to come up, bend back to the right. Then remember, shoo, pushing, we're push, all that exhale up, down. Inhale into the feet, that confidence. Come to the center now, pushing out towards the right. Everything out, everything out, everything out, everything out. Confidence in the feet. Left. Step down. Breathe it in. The right. 3 more each side. In. Down in that left, confidence in. That stress out. Confidence in. Stress out. Confidence in. Stress out. Obviously, confidence in. Stress release. In. Last one in, release. I'm in the center and we're going to gently just kind of bounce here. Vocal. Anything there, just like let it, kind of get it, shaking it out. Number 3, 2, 1, pause. Feel that, Mr. Krabs? Yes, I do. Inhale. Comes the recording. And down. Do it 2 more seconds. Keeping the eyes closed. Putting the palms about 2-3 inches from the face, 2-3 inches from the forehead. Spiral down to the left, up to the right. Think about control out the leading the links in the brain. Those stressful, the anger, those stories, just deleting, emptying the recycling bin. Just letting it go, looking to the left side of your brain, looking to the right side of the brain. Deleting these links, letting it go. Forgive, forget, have compassion. Set your boundaries. Do your work, God loves you. Number 3, looking left, looking right, deleting space. 2, and 1. Then we're going to put the hands right at the base of your hairline. So right above the forehead, and just kind of massage right here. This is gallbladder 13. Gallbladder 13, when you get into skull, like kind of skull acupuncture, gallbladder 13 connects to the unconscious mind. So this is one of my favorite movements that intuitively came to me here. Basically, you're just going to be massaging here, and I'm just going to do a big inhale. When I exhale, I just kind of sweep down like, kind of throwing it down to the ground. We're doing 8 more of those. Then 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The hands on the belly, up to the right, down to the left. While we were doing the gallbladder, gallbladder is the yang organ that connects with the yin organ of the liver. They pair together. And someone reached out to me like, hey, like, my mom's having gallbladder issues. Like, what does that do to her? Like, oh, I'm going to be teaching about that. It's connected to anger and stress to release these things. Gallstones, what's the manifestation of? Again, I'm not a doctor, I'm just a teacher. And with an intuitive look into it, it's holding on to anger and that literally solidifying and holding on to the body. You have the ability to let that go. Give yourself that permission. One of the beautiful things about Eastern medicine, that how it connects to the West, is showing that the emotions literally manifest in the body as illness. Once you let go of these things, then the body returns to a state of wellness. Because you can stretch, do all the things, but if you're not kind to yourself, it's going to look really good. How are you going to actually feel on the inside? That's why we just smile to our liver. So that, hey, feel a lot better. We're smiling, looking at the inside of the liver on the right side. Smiling, spiraling here. Then we're going to reverse that spiral coming from, just reverse the other direction. And this will close with our laughing Qigong. Then we have, I believe, we have a cantaloupe and watermelon today. Found that like old school one that was striped, that with the big seeds. I saved about 100 of them. So I definitely want to try to grow some. We got some of that. It's important to be hydrated. 2 and 1, let the hands come down to the sides. I just shake the hands a little bit. Whatever way works best for you. Make your way to the seat. We have a few cushions here. Definitely share a cushion with our elder. Are you sure? Oh, I guess. Yes. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, they shut up to laugh. That works. Oh, man, I haven't seen you in a few years, man. No. What's up, going? Yeah, just leave your shoes there. Sweet. Came in time for the laughing Qigong, man. So, you can just sit over there. All right. So, laughing Qigong is exactly what it sounds like. We're intentionally going to laugh. We're going to do 9 rounds. All right, so it's exactly what it sounds like. We're doing 9 sets of 9. So 1 set is 9. So we're doing 9 times. It's a lot of 9s, right? Basically, all we're doing, we're going to have our hands, and basically we're going to be doing ha, 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 ha. Biggest thing is that's kind of so you can know that you're moving your diaphragm here. Right, why are we doing laughing Qigong? We've been moving through stress, moving through anger, releasing it to the body. We're going to help ourselves rebalance this, right? Laughing Qigong, if you ever heard of laugh yoga, very ancient practice to help, again, raise our immune systems, raise our level of happiness, raise our level of consciousness, again, raising our vibration. Laughing is like the one thing that whatever you're doing literally makes you feel better. Why? Because it's oxygenating your entire body. You're like getting out of your head into your heart, literally, like everything is just going into the space. I could talk about the science of it, or we could just experience it together. And heads up, it's okay to laugh. Wrapping up at the end of this, all right? So we'll just start with a few cleansing breaths in the nose and out the mouth. 2 more. And 1 more. Hands on the belly, and we begin. Oh yeah, dude, that's only 1 round. We have 8 more of those. All right. As we end and begin. Smile to your organs, smile to your liver, smile to yourself. I love myself. I think I'm hilarious. We're going to do this again as we end. And last one up. Right. We got 6 more rounds next. Right. Send this love, this compassion, this love to yourself. If you got abundance, send it to someone else. That would be in the nose. And begin. Oh wow, we're not even halfway. Wow, that was a beautiful day. In the nose. Next round. Right. Rock a little side to side on your hip bones here. You got 4 more rounds. Just kind of rock, smile. Distribute this energy through the body. You have 4 more rounds here. In the nose. And begin. Oh, 3 more rounds. This is like a core workout. It's like, man, you got a 6-pack after this. Oh, yeah, we got 3 more rounds. Such a beautiful day. All right.
What's the joke?
Well, the joke is,
so funny.
Mine's the whole joke. Now this is real. It's all an illusion. For real, though. And the nose. Wait. Okay, we got 2 more. Okay. We just got 2 more deep in the nose. Alright, last one here, just rock side to side a little bit. Have this one kind of bring ourselves to a nice in space, close off, have some melon. 1 more in the nose. And last one. Place the hands on the knees. Just rock side to side. You can program yourself to be happy, to be full of bliss, to laugh. It's possible, you just experienced it. We can program ourselves the other way, or we can program ourselves this way. What do you want to put into the mind? What software do you want to put into the mind? What kindness do you want to put into your heart? What forgiveness do you want to give to your life? Just kind of rocking side to side. Look at your heart on the inside, right in the center, a little to the left. Smile, have some compassion, have some joy. Smile with your face. Smile with your heart to itself like it's looking in the mirror. Go next to the stomach, down on the left side, that stomach, that spleen that connects to it. Even though I really don't know what the spleen does, it does something like filtering the blood from the food so that you get nutrition from your food. Either way, I love you and you're great. You don't need to worry no more. You have that stillness. It's okay. You're working with the spleen in 2 weeks. Smile here. Ooh, that hurt. That was nice. Let go. Forgiving yourself. Smile here. Look over to that right side under the ribs, that liver. Smiling, looking here, that triangular shape there. Smiling, rocking here. Smiling with your mouth, smiling with your heart, looking at your liver, feeling it. That happy, laughing energy, sending it into the space. And the kidneys right behind the ribs, those two like kidney bean shaped. It's better named kidney bean. If you don't know what kidneys like, how do you know? Two like ear shaped things, because the ears connect to the kidneys. That's kind of what they look like. The liver connects to the eyes. Smiling at the kidneys, looking left to right, finishing off with the lungs, the left lung, the right lung. Feeling this courage. Into the space. Look to the left, look to the right. Form a Qigong, right? What we were doing first is Qigong, like external Qigong, kind of cultivating the Qi from around us and bringing it inside. Now this is Qigong, working on this inside, smiling to the lungs. If you're rocking, do your best to make the rock stop. Bring the hands in a prayer position in front of the heart to lock it out and stay. Just going to hold this and feel the space. Breathing in and out the nose, tongue behind the teeth. So I teach these more of my more intermediate classes. This is a basic technique, the microcosmic orbit. If you know it, go ahead. If not, just imagine it inhaling up your spine, by your tailbone, behind your hips, behind your heart, behind your neck, the top of your head, your forehead, tongue out towards the mouth. As you're exhaling, down your chin, past your heart, down your belly button, under your belly button, right at the base, behind your private parts, inhaling up that spine, at the back, the heart, behind the neck, top of the head, exhaling down the front, tongue out towards the mouth, down the chin, the chest, the belly. Keeping your eyes closed, imagining this circuit as you're inhaling and exhaling. This microcosmic orbit, also known as smaller orbit, the yin and the yang, or rather, han and yin, yang coming out that spine, yin coming out the front. In any type of Qigong, especially if you venture into sexual Qigong, this is the base of which everything then flows externally to the rest of the organs and systems, keeping the hands and heart centered, the palms together, keeping this visualization. Feeling the spine straighten. Doing this microcosmic orbit has been proven in Western studies to change the ionic composition of the environment when done for 15 minutes. One of my favorite places to do this is like when children are being disturbed or just like feeling anxious, and if you could manage to do this for 15 minutes, just observe. This technology we have in here is beautiful. Here at All Be Wellness. But imagine that technology supplemented with what we're doing here right now. Even this mantra that's been playing for the past hour, it's medicine Buddha mantra. One of healing, one of compassion. Most of the healing is being able to let go, being able to forgive yourself, to have kindness for yourself, giving yourself that permission. And again, I want to thank everybody for being here today. Grateful how you arrived here safely, and the numbers were just right for everybody to be here right here in this moment. For us to have access to clean water, to food, to gas, to friendships, to our hearts. And may as we return to our destinations, get there safely, and get there with kindness and compassion, and spread this vibration, this frequency, emanating from our hearts, from our minds, from our souls. Again, just thank you everyone for being here. My name is Shui. Have a nice day. I want to let everybody know a little bit more of what's coming. I have 2 more classes in this series. They'll be on Sundays, not next Sunday, but the following 2. You can find me on Instagram. I feel like that's what I reach out to most of y'all. Also have a Telegram group for the Qigong. If anyone's interested, it's just a QR code to scan. Also, I've been feeling called. Actually, I went back in the Telegram. This will be for men's class, but we're really going to be teaching sexual Qigong. It's going to be for 8 men starting in September. We're going to be talking about overcoming premature ejaculation, overcoming things, if there's any struggles with pornography, things in their past, especially having compassion for ourselves. So those type of practices to what really this spark of energy in our life to help continue this and manifest this into our life rather than have this spark of frustration. Because it's been really called to me like, okay, this really needs to be something that's taught, because how do the boys and people learn from us from how we carry ourselves, right? We can tell them everything we want to, or as men, we could just leave, because we could either have children and be a father, or realize that every single kid watching us, they see us as a father figure. So it's our job to be a leader for them. But again, just thank you everybody for being here. If anybody wants more information, you can let me know.
Classes, are they here?
Classes will be here. Yes, this is the new home, the new spot. And so yeah, they'll be here, and then definitely we'll make a link so that way I guess get a count so I know this is like how many people we can have for the Savage Qigong class. So we'll go for that later. Okay, thank you everybody for being here. There's fruit in the front. If you have any questions or want to talk more, some like children right here. I think my wife's doing so it's not big. And if you haven't paid yet, you can talk to me and figure it out. Again, you scan the link and it's there. If you've done it before, Venmo, Zelle, or Cash App, anywhere between 15 and 20, wherever you're at. But again, thank you everybody for being here today. I have very much love and compassion for you all. In 2 weeks will be the next class. I'll be in a Vipassana retreat next week. Going 5 days Vipassana silence from Wednesday through Sunday, Monday, Thursday. It'll be completely unreachable unless you show up.
You can't even text.
No, the phones go into a bucket, and I don't really fully know what I'll be doing. You can come see me for that. But yeah, again, just thank you.
Thanks, Trey.
Thank you, Trey.
You ever try doing the microcolonic orbit cold plunge?
Oh yeah, I always do it.
I do that too. I
Always.
find it's like even more intense.
Yeah, well, it's a way to like really balance out and like kind of, especially if I'm feeling really young, take the yin from the cold water and bring it in to balance myself out.
Yeah.
Especially when it's hot like this, really gets some imbalances that happen from doing that.
Well, let's all have the cold one.
If you all want to do a cold
Yeah,
plunge.
if you want to do a cold plunge, so
welcome to do it.
everyone know, I think you'd be better to talk about where we're at if no one's been to all be well. Or if you'd like to speak about it a little bit more.
So, we're here, we have a wellness center here. We opened it 2-3 months ago. And we have a bunch of cool different biohacks that simulate what nature already does, right? Whether it's vibration or heat or cold or light or oxygen. We're concentrating those forces, and ideally we're doing them through practices, right? Like choice practices. But some people need a little bit of a boost to remember what it feels like to be healthy, or then the body takes over, and then we can be fit enough to do these sorts of things. So I'd be happy to offer you guys 20% on services when y'all come after class on Sunday. And one of us will be here to help do that. So that's just for your crew. We didn't talk about this ahead of
Yeah,
time.
no, it's cool. Yeah, so you have that, and so it's what got a cold hot plunge room. It's like an oxygen chamber. There's a vibrational bed right there. Super dope. There's like a infrared thing there, and then that's all I remember.
It's a false look. Yeah.
Yeah, PEMF therapy and compression therapy. So
Oh yeah, like the thing that's
yeah, there's a device that squeezes your lymphatic system, squeezes all the excess fluid and things like that. So we drive a lot. We live in the city. There's unharmonious energies in the city with EMFs, pollution, and all these sorts of things. So if we can, it's kind of a refuge for that. And with the herbalism too, we have a lot of
we have like the stuff.
Taoist herbs and Ayurvedic herbs and things like that that are just really powerful. And I've curated those over 10 years. I've tried probably thousands of different products and supplements and herbs and superfoods, and I've picked like the 5 best that I have here that just really boost your level of consciousness and your vitality and your longevity and all sorts of things like that. So thank you guys for coming. This is awesome. It's an honor to do this, and I had a lot of fun. So
Yeah, beautiful. Thank y'all, everybody, for being here. If anyone has questions, I'm right here. If not, you can have questions while we have fruit. It's in the front. It's in this nice tray. Cool. Thank y'all so much.
We're all gonna get on their Telegram.
Oh yeah.
What's the oxygen chamber?
Do you want me to stop the recording?
Oh yeah, stop the recording.
that's